curveball, and you just work, wow, you just threw them a curveball. You let them know that's actually a high level of motivation. The second question is, will you price the home to sell for the most amount of money, or do you want to let it sit out on the market? They're going to say, no, we want the most amount of money. And do you want my team and I, or in your case, if you're not on a team, do you want me to handle the sale for you? And they'll say, well, I think, we're not really sure. Or they might say, yes. Now, here's the thing you got to do. If you do a real good pre-listing packet and you pre-qualify them and you know their motivation and they say yes, say, great. There's a couple things that we need to go over, which are a lot of disclosures. I'm required to disclose a lot of things when you list your home for sale. I'm not going through the rest of my consultation. Mind you, I stopped right there. And I have all this that I could have gone over if they said, no, we're not sure yet, we're interviewing 3 people. Now, if they say yes, it's called the 1-minute listing consultation because there's nothing really to go over. They just said they want to hire you. Why would I say another word? Right? So I'm breaking out the paperwork. My listing contract is always the last. I always put it on last because I want to get them in the habit of signing, right? So the easiest ones come first, which is like, hey, state law requires I show. It's this consumer information statement, just shows the different type. I'm not going to go over all these docs with you, by the way. I'm just going to go over how I present it, this 1 or 2. And what I'm doing is I'm just saying, this is required by law. It's called a consumer information statement, shows the different type of agency relationships. I'm your listing agent. I'm your seller's agent, but I could also be a dual agent.
In Texas, that same exact form is called information about brokerage services, just for those that are from Texas.
There you go. And I'll say, the reason why I'm going over this is part of my script, actually. Whenever I go over this, it's just another reinforcement that I'm their agent. I'm assuming the sale, from the very beginning when I get there, all the way through to the end. But if they said, hey, yeah, we do want to, I say, and do you, the third question, I said, I wrote down 3. I said, do you want to hire me to get the sale done? They'll say, a lot of times they'll be like, oh, I think so. I think so is almost a yes, right? Right, Brett?
Yeah.
At least in Jersey. I think so. All right, great. Well, there's
you're going through the paperwork, Eric, but I'm sure at some point when you start going through the paperwork, somebody might say, once you kind of start whipping out the document for people to sign, some people might say, well, I don't
want to do this right this minute.
I do have a couple questions about the price and all that. Did you go back to your open?
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna have to go over price, and if you do your pre-listing book, anything close to my pre-listing book, they've seen the price, and they even know the net. They've seen the price that we suggest, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day earlier, and they even see the net, the estimated cost, and what they're going to net at the end of the day. Okay, so I don't care if they want, this one says 380 to 407. Let's say they think in their mind they're going to sell it for 450, but I'm telling them 383 to 407. And they're only going to net 350. They're going to net 100. People have these crazy thoughts about what they're going to sell their house for. Usually